This tutorial was created to help you with the interactive PowerPoint lesson. The PowerPoints you have created in the past most likely linked in order going from slide 1 to 2 to 3 and so on to the end of the presentation. For this assignment, you are going to create a PowerPoint that will contain questions and answers that hyperlink or jump to specific slides depending on if the learner clicks on the right or wrong answer to the question. One of the first slides should state the learning objectives for the lesson. Please list the Florida standards or standard and any ISTE student standards for the PowerPoint lesson. Next, create as many slides as needed to teach the lesson. I suggest the same strategy as we've used for the unit development. You start with the standards or objectives for the lesson. Now think of the questions that you'll ask at the end of the PowerPoint. Use those questions to create the content for the lesson. If you use this process, you'll always be in alignment. Please also include at least one link to a YouTube or Vimeo video that is related to your content. In this demonstration, I have created only 2 question slides. You'll need to create 5 question slides. I've also created a slide that will link it to the correct answer and another link that will link to the incorrect answer. Here's my correct slide, here's my wrong slide, this is my summary slide, and here are the 2 questions. Here's my question 1 slide. So on this question 1 slide, I'm going to actually highlight or select the answer that the student would click on. In this case, I want to link that to the wrong answer. Answer 1 is wrong. So with answer 1 selected, I'm going to right-click and I'm going to jump down here to the hyperlink. On the hyperlink, what I need to do is I need to actually go to a place in the document. The document in this case is the PowerPoint. And you can see here that it shows me all the different slides and different options I can use. So in this case, since it's a wrong answer and I already have a wrong slide, I'm going to select that and I'm going to click OK. Now I'm going to do the same thing again for answer 2. Select answer 2, the words. Go down to hyperlink. It's already on a place in this document. And again, it's a wrong answer. So I'm going to click on that. Let me do that one more time for answer 3. Highlight the words, select them, right-click, hyperlink. It's into a place in this document, select the wrong slide, and click OK. Finally, the last answer in this case is correct. So I'm going to select those words. I'm going to go up to hyperlink, and this time I'm going to take them to the correct slide. Now I'd have to go into presentation view to check these, and I suggest you do, but for the sake of keeping this short, I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process for question number 2. So here we are in question number 2, and in this case it's answer 1 that is wrong. So I'm going to select that and I'm going to right click on it, go to hyperlink, and I'm going to select my wrong slide. Notice I'm using the same wrong slide that I used for the last question. I want you to use the same correct and the same wrong slide for each of your 5 questions. I do not want you to create a correct and wrong slide for every question. Reuse the 2 that you have. So I'm going to reuse my correct one for answer 2. And then I've got 2 more wrong answers. And now I have two questions, each on slide 4 and 5 in my case. Yours will certainly be beyond the numbers 4 and 5 because you'll have several slides of content while I only have slide 3 as kind of a holding place for my content. So you have both of these slides. Now, once you get the answer correct or get the answer wrong, you have to be able to get to the next question after that. So let's go on to that. This would be the title slide, and here is the question with the right or the wrong answer. And when you click on one of these, you get to either the correct or incorrect slide. But what you need to do here, or what works the best, it seems to me, is to do one of the buttons. So if you insert a shape and go down to an action button, and I'm going to pick the first one, which is kind of the arrow back button, and you draw it and you let go of it. Here, what you want it to go to is your last slide viewed, because you're always going back to the question whether you got it right or whether you got it wrong. Now you could actually copy and paste this into the wrong slide, but I'm going to do it again just to give you a second observation. So I'm going to insert, I'm going to shapes, I'm going to pick the action button that is the back button, and then when I click on and draw that and let go of it, I'm going to take it to the last slide viewed and click OK. Now remember, none of this will work unless you're actually in presentation view. You should always check your presentation view to make sure that everything's working the way you want it to be working.